We have been conditioned to believe that life requires dirt to thrive. We've been told that to grow something beautiful, we must embrace the mess, the allergens, and the hidden bacteria of the soil. But what if that mess is actually a barrier between you and the healing frequency of nature? There is a silent medical-grade clarity that happens when you strip away the earth and let a plant live in its most transparent form. Most indoor gardeners are failing because they are fighting against the soil rather than working with the water. Today, we are breaking a fundamental rule of gardening to unlock a glass guardian system, 7 specific living beings that don't just survive in water, they thrive in it. In the next 14 days I'm going to show you how to turn a simple glass of water into a biological engine for your mental health. If you feel cluttered, stagnant, or breathless in your own home, the solution isn't more stuff. It's a specific, 30-second ritual involving a hidden cellular trigger that most people overlook. By the end of this, you won't just have plants, you'll have a clear, living anchor for your peace of mind. We begin with the Pothos, our most forgiving teacher. In the scientific world, this plant is a marvel of resilience. It contains high concentrations of auxins, growth hormones that are so potent they can actually stimulate rooting in other plants nearby. This is the calm maker. To invite this guardian into your space, look for a vine that has journeyed 4 to 6 inches. Find the node, that small brown bump where the potential for new life is hidden. Snip just below it. As you strip the lower leaves, understand that you are helping the plant redirect its energy from maintaining the old to creating the new. Place the node in a narrow neck jar. The science is simple. In oxygenated water, the hormone signals are stronger than in soil because there is no microbial resistance. Spiritually, this is your micro-ritual. As you watch the first white root nubs emerge by day 7, visualize your own intentions anchoring. If the leaves pale, they are asking for more light. Listen to them. This is a silent conversation between your environment and your soul. Next, we invite the Heartleaf Philodendron. While the world outside demands constant loud achievement, this guardian offers a steady, quiet rhythm. Scientifically, its quick success in water is due to its adventitious roots, cells that stay in a state of readiness waiting for the first touch of moisture to begin their work. To anchor this energy, snip a 6-inch segment, ensuring 2 nodes are submerged in a slim vessel. As you watch these nodes transform into a root network by the 2nd week, let it be a biological mirror for your own resilience. When the world feels heavy, name this jar your heart space. When you prune a fading leaf, see it not as a loss but as a release of something you no longer need to carry. Keep it in bright, indirect light and let its matte, heart-shaped leaves remind you to soften your posture and your heart. If you feel stagnant, look to the Monstera. This plant is a master of spatial awareness. Its juvenile cuttings often carry aerial roots, thick brown extensions that, in the wild, reach for the sky. In your glass sanctuary, these roots dive deep into the water, thickening rapidly within 14 days. This is the architect. It demands a tall cylinder for stability and a space where morning light can land. As the aerial root swells and descends, it signals a biological surge of creativity. Wipe its wide leaves to keep its stomata, its breathing pores, clear. Let this plant be your cue to voice one creative idea each week. As the Monstera finds its footing in the water, ask yourself, what new territory am I ready to reach for? For the corners of your life that feel scattered, we turn to the lucky bamboo. This is a master of hydrotropism, the innate ability of roots to seek and thrive in pure water. Scientifically, it is a dracaena, evolved to survive in low-oxygen environments, making it the perfect anchor for a focused workspace. Seat its base among polished pebbles to provide the gravity it needs to stand tall. Use filtered water to protect its sensitive tips from the harsh chemicals of modern infrastructure. Spiritually, we align its placement with the southeast corner of your room, the traditional seat of prosperity. As you refresh the water every 2 weeks, speak an intention of steady abundance. It is a vertical reminder that growth does not have to be chaotic to be powerful. When you feel the need for a fresh start, look to the spider plant. These tiny pups are born with visible root nubs, already programmed for independence. In a shallow jar, these nubs will explode into a sturdy root fan in less than 10 days. This is the fresh air guardian. Biologically, it is a champion of gas exchange, clearing the visual and literal heaviness of a room. Cluster several babies in one vessel to create a community of growth. Let their rapid multiplication remind you of the science of small wins, how one tiny intentional action today compounds into a lush, arching life tomorrow. As you admire their new roots during your Sunday refresh, clear one small surface in your home. Small tidies, like small roots, create the foundation for peace. The English ivy brings a crisp, architectural tidy to your glass garden. In controlled environments, ivy is studied for its ability to reduce airborne particles, creating a literal, clean edge in the air you breathe. It thrives in the cooler, quieter parts of your home, preferring the stillness of a mantle or a shelf. Submerge 2 or 3 nodes and watch as the roots establish their territory by day 10. This is your boundary guardian. As you trim a strand to keep its lines neat, consider which personal boundary you are strengthening this week. The science of its tidy growth mirrors the mental clarity that comes when we stop overextending. It is a visual cue to keep your schedule and your headspace uncluttered. Finally, we find the Coleus, color therapy in a glass. While other plants heal through green, the Coleus uses anthocyanins, the same pigments found in berries, to create magentas and sages that lift the mood on sight. These soft stem cuttings are incredibly fast, often showing robust roots in just 5 days. To maintain this vibrant energy, pinch off any flower spikes. We want the plant to focus its biological energy on its leaves and roots, not on reproduction. This is a lesson in presence. Save the tips you pinch as gifts for others. As you watch its colors deepen in the morning sun, let it be a living reminder to notice what is going right in your life today. Growth, much like color, is a choice we make in the light. Before we begin, find a small surface in your home, a windowsill, a shelf, or a quiet tray. Take a cloth and wipe it clean. As you clear the dust, visualize yourself clearing the mental fog of the day. This is no longer just a surface, it is your sanctuary of glass. Gather your elements with intention. You will need 3 to 5 clear vessels of varying heights, glass that allows the light to pass through unobstructed. You'll need your cuttings, a pair of sharp shears, and water that has been allowed to rest and breathe. Now look at the light. We are seeking the golden middle, bright, filtered, and indirect. If a harsh sunbeam strikes this spot for more than an hour, simply nudge your vessels back a foot or two. We want to nourish these guardians, not overwhelm them. Rinse your glass. If you're using pebbles for your lucky bamboo, swish them in water until the cloudiness vanishes. Fill each vessel nearly to the brim with room temperature water. Avoid the shock of the cold. We want the roots to wake up in a climate of safety. Prepare your cuttings. Gently strip away any leaf that would sit beneath the surface. We are leaving only the nodes and the stems to meet the water. The leaves must remain above, breathing the open air. As you place each stem into its vessel, space them so they do not crowd one another. Every living thing needs room to expand. Now stand back. Place a calm, grounding hand on the surface near your plants. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply for a count of 4. Hold that breath for 2. And exhale slowly for 6. With that exhale, whisper a single word intention into the water. Clarity, ease, abundance. Finalize the space. Tuck away your cords, remove your tools, and perhaps light a single candle, or place a piece of quartz nearby. You have traded the weight of the earth for the transparency of the water. Minimal inputs, maximum peace. Time moves differently in the water. For the next 2 weeks, your task is not to interfere, but to witness. This is your roadmap to a visible transformation. On day 0, you make the cut. Place your guardian in its vessel and snap a single photo, a baseline for the piece you are about to build. For the first 3 days, the water hydrates the cells. The stems will firm up, but the surface remains still. Do not be tempted to move them. Trust the silence. By day 4, look closer. You'll notice tiny pearl-white bumps appearing on the nodes. These are the primordia, the first physical manifestations of hidden potential. If the water begins to cloud, swap it gently with a pour that mimics a summer rain. Otherwise, let them be. Between day 7 and 10, the roots begin to reach. They may stretch an inch or more, their white tips seeking the light. You will notice the leaves looking more vibrant, more awake. If growth feels sluggish, move the vessel just 6 inches closer to the window. Even a small shift in perspective changes everything. On day 11, we perform the full refresh. Gently lift your guardian, rinse the glass to clear any biofilm, and return it to fresh, oxygenated water. This is a moment of renewal for both the plant and your intentions. By day 14, the transformation is complete. Compare your cutting to that first photo. The root network is now a complex, beautiful anchor. If they have reached 2 or 3 inches, offer them a single drop of liquid minerals, a token of gratitude for their growth. Remember, if a leaf yellows, it is simply the plant releasing what it no longer needs to fuel its new life. If the water is slimed, it is a reminder to cleanse. Listen to what the glass is telling you. And just like that, the cycle of the glass guardian begins again. One plant becomes 2, one breath becomes a habit. You now hold the knowledge to turn a simple vessel of water into a sanctuary of healing. These 7 guardians are more than just decor, they are living mirrors of your own capacity to grow, even when the ground beneath you feels uncertain. As you place your first Pothos or Philodendron in its glass home, remember that you aren't just tending to a plant, you are tending to the quiet space within yourself that deserves to be clear, transparent, and still. Next week, our journey continues. We will explore 15 specific beings that work tirelessly to filter the modern world from your air, creating a home that breathes as deeply as you do. These glass guardians are only the beginning. I invite you to start with the Pothos. It is the most forgiving teacher. Tell me in the comments below, which guardian are you inviting into your space today? May your water stay clear and your roots grow deep.